Yo, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel. So today I have two gamepads that are actually really solid when it comes to actually playing several different games on your smartphone, all the way from emulators to, Android games. You can use this with iOS devices as well as tablets and smart TVs, NS, as well as Windows for the DS7. But let's go ahead and check these things out and compare them. I definitely want to go over some of the features. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. Now these are both Bluetooth 5.0, so they work with Bluetooth input, and these work on like pretty much all my phones that I've used. This is the D7 and this is the D3, and you can see how they have changed. Now, taking a look at the joysticks, you can see that there are like ridged buttons on the newer one, which is actually something I really like. You can see those ridged buttons right here with that texture. It has a grippy texture to it, so when you're moving it around, it works really nicely. And then when you look at the D3, it kind of has that leather-like texture, so it gives you some added grip, like a sandpaper kind of leather. So it's kind of grippy and textured, and it just feels really nice as well. So they both feel really good when it comes to that joystick. Now, taking a look at the buttons on the D7 on the left side, you're getting an actual D-pad with the pairing options here. So it's going to give you actual buttons for pairing modes. I think this is like Xbox. This is Android mode, and then this is the V3 mode or something like that. So there's like 3 different modes that you can use on this, and you can basically pair it with many different devices. So on this side, you can see we do got that D-pad on this guy, but on this guy it's just buttons for the D-pad, and then you get your power button right here. It gives you the 3 different LEDs for pairing it with the different modes on this one, so you can tell the difference on this one. So you have the modes up on top right here on this guy, and then on this dude you have the buttons on the bottom. So you can see down below here, this is like some sort of I think it's like the turbo button or something. Let me see what that says. I think it says select. So that says select, the select button, and then this right here is going to be it says BTA button right there. So you get your joysticks down below on the side right here, the right joysticks, and then down here I'm actually getting 3 more buttons on the bottom of this guy. So you can see those buttons do have some purposes to them. I just don't really use them as much, but you can see it has the SE, the turbo button, and the ST button. And then this guy just has that BT button or whatever, the BTA button. So you can see right here now we have the X, A, Y, and B set up on each joystick configuration. So taking a look at the top, now you're going to see we have almost identical setups here, except for the ridged triggers on this one, and they both give you a nice click when you're actually hitting. This one's more quiet, so you're able to get more shots off because it has that short trigger, so you could just tap it. And this one has that same feel to it, so when you're actually trying to get multiple shots in, you can just tap it. And we're gonna do some live gaming on both Android and Xbox. So if you're still here, just type down below I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. So you can see this one does light up if I press like the 2 buttons. I can't remember what they are. I could turn off the lights. I think it's like click and A, or click and, yeah, these 2 buttons. So you would hold this button and this button, and you would click, and then it could turn them off. So now there's no lights on this one, but they both open up like about this size, which is about 8 inches. So you can play with smaller tablets. And so you can play like this will fit like a smaller tablet when it comes to the width, but I don't think it'll, when it comes to the height, but I don't think it's going to fit when it comes to like the width. So it might be like pushing it, but let me just see something. I have an 8-inch tablet right here. Let me just see if it'll fit as far as the height. So yeah, it falls short for the 8-inch tablet, but it'll fit in this direction on tablets this size, no problem whatsoever. So I'm going to be using my Galaxy Fold, which actually works with no issues when I'm using both of these. So I talked about the build quality and stuff like that, and you know, the buttons and everything. And then you're also getting on the back 2 more buttons that are customizable. And so I'm not going to really get into too much detail about that because I don't really use them that much, but you do get that option to have those customized on the back there. So that adds some additional support for when you're actually gaming on certain games or whatever. You can actually customize it a little bit more easy. So in order for me to play PUBG on the D3, all I would need to do is long press this button right here, which is the A button, but it says X on there. So we're going to hit the home button and the A button at the same time. And you can see the LED lights up on this side, and it should be connected to my device right now. So what we want to do is pair it to the other mode, which is basically, I'm going to show you right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play PUBG Mobile on here. So let me go ahead, open up the game. It's already paired right now with the X button and the home button. And so let me just wait for that to load up and everything like that. All right, so I have my, I have my brightness turned all the way up on my Samsung Galaxy Fold right now. So I'm going to attach it to the D3, and we're going to start out with that device when it comes to the testing of the Android, the V3, setup. You can see the buttons are lit right now, so that actually helps when you're playing in the dark. So it gives you an idea where the buttons are when you're actually playing like in a dark, low lit area. And so this thing right here on the bottom is how you would actually pair your buttons up to the screen. And I just got out of a game. I think I was using the other controller, but this one actually has some good grips. Like I said, you get those customizable buttons for the iOS mode, which is like going to give you some really good, significant customization. You can see that it's stretched out and it fits the phone perfectly. So no issues whatsoever when it comes to fitting in here. So it can manage to fit 7.6 inches of phones, but not 8 inches. So let's go ahead and hit play. And then I'm going to also play the same game on this guy as well. All right, so I have this one right here. Let's go ahead, connect it to the thing, and you can see it's giving me an option to download some stuff here. Let's go ahead, just get right into the game right now, and I want to show you how good the controls are on here. They're extremely responsive. I'm not sure if the screen is flickering on the video, but in real life it's not flickering. Let me see if I could lower the brightness or something. You might see some flickering on the screen, but let me try to adjust the light so it doesn't do that. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's jump into a little action right now using the D3. And I actually have to customize these buttons real quick. So let me pause the video. All right, so we're doing good right now. We got to get one more kill. All right, so I managed to squeeze out 8 kills. Let's see how many kills I could get on the D7. All right, so this feels really good on the D7. So I definitely think it has a nice feel in the hand overall when it came to playing PUBG on both of these, but the D7 has a little bit better of a grip in the hand, and also I'm just talking about PUBG right now. All right, so they squeezed that kill out on us. On this game, I didn't get as many kills. I got 4 kills, but that's because I had I had actually 9 kills. So I actually got more kills on this one than I did on the D3. 1 more kill. The Mortal Kombat on the D3 right now. Test out the D-pad compared to the D7 D-pad. It's a little bit hard to actually the combos are pretty decent on here. I'm trying to get that Liu Kang kick going. But the D-pad, like I said, is a little bit difficult to manage on this thing. So that's why I like using the joystick. So let me see if I can use the joystick this time. And that's because the D-pad isn't connected to the rest of the buttons. So it's a little bit easier when you're using the joystick, which is why I tend to use it using the Mortal Kombat mode. So it looks like I'm getting destroyed. Okay, so he got me. All right, let me try on the Xbox mode on this guy right here. All right, so I just hit retry, but now I'm using the D. This feels a lot better. I'm still trash though, so I'm not gonna be knowing any of the moves or anything like that, but it definitely feels better on the D-pad. Oh, that was crazy. I thought I almost had the win, and then he hit me with the power shot as well. But yeah, definitely the D7 is better for games with the D-pad for sure. So if you were looking for old school games or games like this where it's like fighting, this is definitely going to be an upgrade from the D3. But hopefully you guys did find this video helpful. This is my comparison of both of these gamepads. and they definitely work well with all Android, iOS, and Windows compatible devices as well. So I'll check you guys later, and if you found this video helpful, just type down below I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. Okay, later, crew. Peace.